Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. A bullion dealer's perspective on silver demand. Let's explore. By now, most of you have probably received some of the emails from bullion dealers talking about how they're changing some of their policies in terms of shipping, minimum orders, and the like. But I got an email from one particular bullion dealer that gave a little bit more in-depth perspective on the demand that we've been seeing. Most of us know that the demand is up quite substantially over the past over a month now. And it is due to not only the repercussions of the GameStop, the short squeeze phenomena that has made its way over into the silver market, but also there's a lot of other factors, I believe, that are coming into play as well. Of course, we know the latest iteration of the Wall Street Bets GameStop is the Wall Street Silver Reddit forum that's really taken off, and they're starting to advertise now on billboards and things, and it's a growing community, but there's a growing demand, and they're taking a shot and firing at will, buying physical. That is their war against the big banks. And people like me are cheering them on, but also giving some warnings about it. But nonetheless, it is paying off in terms of the amount of silver that is moving from the refineries and dealers out to us, the public. And so it's exciting to see. But let's talk a little bit about this bullion dealer's email that came across my inbox recently, because it's not just any bullion dealer. It is what's been recognized, especially at a time when the coronavirus hit last year, as a necessary essential service, and that is Scottsdale Mint. And they had a very interesting email, as they are also producers of silver for other organizations. They not just provide as a bullion dealer, they also provide silver blanks and industrial silver as well. So here is what this email says about this demand, which I think is quite telling. They wanted to reach out and talk about their order processes that have come through and how they are basically being impacted by this demand. Wanted to reach out and let you know operations continue at light speed over at the Mint as we create the millions of ounces of silver that has been ordered in the last 30 days. So they are a mint as well, and they produce their own products essentially. So everything that you buy from them is going to come from their factor, or their mint, essentially. Many of you have begun receiving your orders, but if you haven't, don't be alarmed. And they are impacted by the items that are in the cart and how many that can be created by the Mint each day. So they are a full service organization. But the numbers are quite telling. And they have seen some days where sales were up 5,400%. That's 5,400% increase. And the entire month of February was up more than tenfold from their average month in 2020, even with heavy COVID demand this year, or in that year. So in other words, 2020 did see an unprecedented demand. We remember those times just under a year ago when those demands were heavy. Well, it's increased even more, tenfold from that time. The insane demand has put a toll on everything from production to emails, phone calls, packaging, custom boxes, logistics, etc. Their staff is working nights and weekends to keep things moving. And we realize we aren't perfect, but we want to do better. We're interviewing and training new employees and doing what we can to make sure we can continue to sustain this intensity. The good news is that they currently have plenty of industrial silver and gold secured to continue this pace over the coming months. And that's good news. but it's also discouraging news probably for those who thought they were going to liquidate and drain the silver supplies. It's not going to happen. And we've alluded to this. I've alluded to this in a prior video as well. While supply is tightening worldwide, we have worked diligently so that we can allow our customers to continue to price in their metals when they like. If for some reason we aren't able to match our sales with raw material, that's when we will stop offering our products for sale. While we don't know what the world of precious metals will look like later on, we are in an excellent position. So at least for now, they've got the product to stack up and ship out. And that is something that APMEX has talked about too. They've got getting an influx of new precious metals. I've seen new products for sale and over at Provident Metals and other places. So they are restocking. I was in at my local coin shop today, and they have a new shipment of silver that they have now for sale as well. And so, and this is something that I predicted would happen. There is more silver coming online. It may be coming through not at the fast pace that some people think, but there will be some in the Wall Street silver community who probably will give up now and say, well, we didn't get it. We didn't get it to work. Or will they keep buying? But my guess is some will probably bow out because the spot price for silver has not adjusted a whole lot through all of this. And so that is something that may be discouraging to some out there. We'll see how it plays out. But nonetheless, I mean, the metals are down right now today. In fact, silver has taken a pretty big hit, over a 2% decline. But, you know, it's the physical market that the people are paying attention to. And if you are a buyer and if you are diligent in buying, this provides an opportunity, even with high premiums. But, you know, you have to weigh that and decide for yourself as to what that looks like for you and your portfolio, which is why I've always encouraged folks to definitely look beyond the immediate call to action here and motivation for buying silver. In the end, I believe you should buy silver to preserve your wealth over the course of a long period of time. But Scottsdale Mint is a producer of silver products, and they are minting it and I guess they're not refining it, but they are minting it and distributing it in bar form and in making its way out to the general populace here that are their customers. So they are blown away by the demand this month and absolutely appreciate the patience as they work through everything to get everything to their customers. 2021 is their 13th year in business, and they look forward to continuing to always deliver. Guarantee for weight and purity, and then they attached a photo of 1,000-ounce bars, it looks like, stacked up on pallets from which they will take and create silver, their own silver bars and rounds and coins with. They also had stacked behind it green boxes, monster boxes of eagles, I guess that they had gotten in as well. So it is very interesting and exciting world we live in, but the silver is coming through. And to me, if you think of this like a war, well, that's their shot across the bow. The silver producers are making it so that they will shoot more silver across the bow, and it will come in to you, the customer, in due course. And that's kind of where it is. Silver, it's there's a lot of it out there, and it's going to take a sustained buying effort on you, the people, in order for it to have a measurable impact on the COMEX and the like, and obviously it's having an effect on the price, but not the spot price, but on the premiums that are being collected by bullion dealers out there. And so we'll see how it plays out, but it's an interesting time indeed. Unprecedented demand for silver especially, and we'll see how it all plays out in the end. But I thought I'd share this with the community. There's been some speculation that they're cutting into some industrial silver for this, but I've not seen any evidence from this email about it. But they certainly are seeing obviously record high demand, and we'll see how it plays out in the end. But the question remains: are you going to keep buying silver at these high premiums? Are you going to send that message, or are you going to pause for a while and wait for premiums to come down, wait for all this Wall Street silver squeeze to die down? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.